I'm prepping for my very first market stall, and it is 24 hours left before the marketplace happens, and I'm a bit unprepared and haven't done too much, so I'm doing all of this 24 hours before I go to the market. If you want to see how that goes, come with me. I want to break down the cost, what I made, and the process, so if you're planning on doing one, you can see whether it's for you. My first part of the 24 hours was really trying to figure out what I was doing, and I didn't know how I wanted to display anything yet because I was a bit unprepared. So I was talking a lot with my sister to try and figure out what to do, and I collated my to-do list.
Oh, Tracy, I like the beige check tablecloth. My niece is screaming. I'm not looking to look intense, you know. I'm just like, here's my shop. Okay, this is my final list of things that I need to do my stall, and I decided that I'm just gonna buy a bunch of prints. Oh, I didn't add my prints. I'm keeping it simple, and I'm gonna redirect everybody just to my Etsy store because I think that's the easiest option, and honestly I don't want to deal with cash and I don't want to deal with money. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my prints that I've got over here. I've just got to get a tablecloth, and that's what I'm gonna buy today, and I also just gotta find my 3 baskets that I want to use. I've got a few table runners already. I got to get the QR code done, so I'm going to do all of this before, and then I need to take one sign, which is another one. I want to probably have like just like a beautifully Polynesian sign, and maybe a sign with all my socials. I need to find if I still have this frame. If I don't, then I'll need to make another one. Let's get to making the signs. We've got the scan QR code.
I was looking around for items that I could use for the stall. Most of these items are definitely from my own house, and so I didn't have to spend any extra cost on this. I tried to find any vases, any frames, any little gifts or things that remind me of being Polynesian Pacific Islander. I wanted it bright, spunky, and colorful, so they won't be included in the cost of the video of what I bought, only the things I actually bought for the marketplace itself.
These are the type of prints that I've already printed, so I'm just going to put it there. Hopefully, I'm just gonna dust it because it's a bit dusty.
An hour before I had to go and babysit my friend's kids, I stopped off at the printing shop, and when we were doing this printing, this was getting really frustrating because they kept telling me that my prints and my formats were not right, and they kept printing at these wrong colors that didn't match how the image looked, and obviously this is a very bad thing, and I'd printed this out before at a few different places, so I thought it'd be okay, and I knew I didn't have much time to run to another shop and try to find another print shop, so I asked them a few times to try and change their method, and it turned out it was a setting on their printer that kept making things look this specific color, which is a more of an orange tang, and once they figured that process out, everything turned out fine, but I was panicking because time was running out. All up, this printing cost me $40.47, including paper.
There's our series. If she's going to bed soon, then why are we watching a movie?
It was time to babysit my friend's kids, and like a good nanny, I put on a movie while I was distracted trying to cut out my printables for the marketplace. I was doing this all night and my hands were about to crack because they were so sore.
We've finally done our freebie giveaways. So this is our giveaways for the marketplace tomorrow, and I'm so excited. I just need to do some of the signs that I wanted to change. We're going to stop by at Kmart and grab a few more things. It's kind of good. Honestly, it's cut so crooked. Look at this. Look, cut so crooked. Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, cool.
It was time to stop by Kmart because I needed to pick up some things. I needed a tablecloth. I was also looking around for decorations. I wasn't sure if I was going to get anything extra or if there was going to be any other additional table fixtures that I wanted. So I was just looking around for most of it. I didn't end up getting a lot except for 2 other frames. One that cost me $4 and another that cost me $18. The total I spent at Kmart was $34, bringing the total cost of the whole day up to $74.47.
What's the time? It is officially 12:30 and I've got to wake up by 4 to get up and get ready because we live kind of far from it, and I gotta drop my husband to work. So I'm gonna be living on vibes and prayers. So if I am tired and angry, it's on my own doing because I said yes. Whew. I just have very few things to do. Once I do this, I'm going to have a shower, get my clothes ready for tomorrow, and just be prepared for tomorrow. I think what I will do though is I will probably put some of the giveaways in these two because I think these are cute as. Why do I do this to myself? I'm getting some anxiety about going and meeting people, and it's like not because I don't want to meet people. It's just because it feels overwhelming. Oh no, I almost bent this. Not good. Okay, that kind of, this is more like eye ready, even though you can see it, it's like there, like here, yeah. Here, we're about to go and set up. It is dark and I am taking everything in.
I was definitely the amateur or the newbie when I was displaying my products because this was my display and this was everybody else's display. I honestly didn't know what I was doing, and because it was my first time, I really felt like mine really did suck next to everybody's, but I was glad I got to see theirs because it really gave me ideas and it gave me inspiration in case I wanted to do this again, which I'm not sure that I want to, but definitely if it's there in the future, I might want to try it again. A lot of people find this really stupid, but I didn't go with the intention of actually selling physical products when I was there. And a lot of people who came to my store would ask me that question, and then they would take a lot of the printables, and they went quite quickly. They were very popular and it was a very good talking point, and they asked me a lot about my store. I had a lot of follows from my store at this point, but I ended up getting a bit of a revenue even in person because a lot of people still wanted me to email them some copies of the digital prints, and so I ended up getting 3 sales on that day for about $60. And when I went home to Etsy, I checked it and I ended up with about a few orders for up to the revenue of $233.47. I did have some in the weekend, so I did include those in the revenue as well, and all up that was a total revenue of $293.47. And that was amazing because I didn't actually sell any physical products on that day, and so I thought that was pretty cool. Because that was our total, then the total cost was $74.47. So the difference or the profit that I made that day was $219. And I thought that was pretty cool, especially for the first time. And that was some extra change in my pocket, some extra promotion that I did not expect to find. I had an amazing day catching up with a lot of amazing people, especially Pacifica women that I really wanted to network with and really wanted to meet. And to this day, I still know. And so I think it's really amazing that there are events and spaces that are like this. So if you ever are going to have a marketplace, I would recommend it, especially to meet and greet new people. I wouldn't say it's the most profitable place for you to sell, but it's definitely a place worth networking and building on your brand.